Hi, my name is Al Warner, and today me and Frankie are going to be talking model kits.
All right, everybody, we're here with Al Warner, model kit creator extraordinaire, painter, collector, fellow nerd. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to do this. I guess we can start with where are you from originally? What part of the country?
I live in Michigan, a little town called Swartz Creek, Michigan.
Swartz Creek, Michigan.
Yeah, it's right by Flint, unfortunately.
Okay. So you're kind of close to the Sam Raimi crew, and all the Evil Dead guys are up that way.
Oh, yeah.
So growing up there, what sparked your interest in being a monster kid? Were there shows you were watching when you were younger?
I mean, well, when I was a young kid, when I was a kid, I grew up in the 70s, as a young kid. And of course, when I seen Salem's Lot, I mean, anybody knows me, that's my favorite movie of all time. So,
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. But I actually I had nightmares and stuff about it. It was crazy. But I mean, I always watch horror movies, even after that. I mean, I was like 8 years old when it came out, I think. But I'd say, that, and I got into, I was watching Elvira when I was a kid, and we had somebody here who was, geez, oh, Pete's, I'm trying to think of his name now. Because like in Chicago, it was Svengoolie. I think it's Svengoolie.
Svengoolie, yeah.
Yep. So here we have, Sir Grace Ghastly. If you look it up on YouTube, he's on there. The guy used to be a weatherman, I think in Detroit or something. So when he'd come out, he'd come out of his coffin would open up, he'd sit up, and he'd say whatever he's going to say, and he'd be like, ah, 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 ah.
Oh, Bermuda, that sounded good. Brief and to the point. Oh, good afternoon, dear heart. Welcome once again to that ghastly production Sir Graves presents. I am your friendly neighborhood vampire, Sir Graves Ghastly. Each Saturday this time on your TV2, I bring you tales of the supernatural. Tale of terror.
It's funny as hell, but I mean, it was those those old B movies on there and stuff. It was pretty cool, but
right.
I don't want to get too much off topic. I'll let you ask the questions, I guess.
Well, I'm super interested in talking to guys that were monster kids growing up, and what, not just the collecting aspect, what made it happen, and that's a big part of it for me too. Seeing Salem's Lot when it premiered, and then those 70s movies are kind of unbeatable. I always talk about Salem's Lot, but I forget to mention a lot, like The Car, Gargoyles, and The Boy Who Cried Werewolf scared me as a kid. So all those 70s movies really set the tone for, of course, all the Universal monsters and all that, and then Hammer later. I was a little bit older when I saw the Hammer stuff, and that stuff that's what really scared me, when you start seeing blood.
Yeah, I got two different Hammer pieces that I'm pretty attached to. I got the Curse of the Werewolf kit that I did that Mike Hill had done back long ago. Awesome. And I built the wall and a jail cell door and all that to add with it. And that turned out pretty cool. And then I've got Peter Cushing from Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed that I did too. That was by Richard Forrest was a sculptor. I think John Tuckey was the one that ex facto, I believe it was, but John passed away. So, but that's a really cool kit too.
Curse of the Werewolves, that's got awesome imagery. It's either the jail cell or the bell tower. It's one of the two kits you see most often.
He was a badass actor too, man, because he was like a no nonsense dude. He kind of a smart ass. He just kicked me. He just was a drinker and he didn't care.
Heavy drinker, fighter. He was like their version of Lon Chaney Jr.
Right.
Yeah, well, I really liked him. I really liked him in the Brood too. It's like, oh, it's him.
Yep.
So when did you start collecting? Did you start collecting when you were super young, or?
No, it's a weird story. I mean, it's like, I never really got into much. I mean, just your typical stuff when you were a kid. I was into sports when I was a kid and all that crap. And, of course, girls as you get older. And I did do one model kit when I was like 9 years old. And it was Maximilian from the Black Hole. And of course,
nice.
I completely destroyed it. I mean, I got the glue on the outside of it and melted it and shit, and it was just a mess, and I threw it away. And I thought, this ain't for me. I was just a little kid. But I actually got into like collecting and the actual hobby itself not until about 2011 is when I started.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started late. I went to our local hobby shop. It's called Ryder's Hobby Shop here in Flint. And there's a friend of mine that I met, but his name is John. And I was telling him I wanted to get into doing a hobby, but I didn't, preferably probably something like a model, but I don't want nothing to do with cars because, I managed a hot rod shop for years, So
nice.
I've always been a gearhead and stuff. So, I mean, it's like, I transport cars for a living too. So, yeah, I didn't want anything to do with cars, What's something different? And he's like, well, what else you into? And I was like, well, I always like horror stuff, but I never see anything. And he's like, well, we got some stuff over here, and he showed me, as soon as he showed me that Psycho house, that was my first model. I think I sent you that picture too.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, for doing the first model, I guess it was okay, but the groundwork and everything was pretty bad. But
I loved it. I love that kit. I got one about 2 years ago and did it. Has the LED lights and stuff. So
you posted a video on it, didn't you? Didn't you put a video on it? Yeah, I seen that. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's funny to me how human faces and buildings. Sometimes, for some reason, I can paint a monster or a zombie, but when it comes to that, it's just really hard. It was a struggle painting that house. It's like, does it look too weathered, or you know what I mean? It turned out okay, but.
Well, that's the thing. When I say myself, I don't know what the other guys say, but I call it touching it to death. Sometimes you can overdo stuff, and then you're like,
oh, right.
Would you step back, go outside or something, and come back in, and you're like, what the hell was I? Why'd I do that? No, I just, it looks, or you can see a spot and it screams out at you saying, hey, you screwed up right here, But.
Well, I'm finding out that when I get a little bit better at doing techniques, the older kits I paint, I'm like, I got to repaint that because it goes from being okay to be blaringly obvious. I didn't know what I was doing with certain stuff, which is that's one of the fun part of the hobby. Like, it's a never-ending curve of.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, I was all self-taught. I didn't know anything, and when I first started the hobby, I thought it was like some nerd closet thing, just, I mean, everybody lays monsters and stuff. People are like, oh, that's cool. But if you really get in depth, like probably you and I would, or I have with a bunch of other guys in the hobby, I mean, it's not hard to do. And other people will be looking at you like, well, what the hell?
It's funny you work at a hot rod shop. I'm a lowly detailer at a car lot.
Oh, really?
And if I was to tell those mechanics about what I paint, they'd probably look at me like I was stupid. Like, what? What do you do? We're gonna go work on this '68 Mustang. You have fun with your model kit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My boss, he was an expert NASCAR driver. His name's Stan Boyd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think he was that good. I always rag on him about it too, but him and I were friends too. So. I mean, yeah, I mean, as far as me, I mean, I just got bored one day, and like I say, I went up to the hobby shop, and that's how I got hooked. And then from that point, I went from that. My girlfriend at the time bought me I think they called it the Fearsome 4-pack of the remakes of the old Aurora kits. I got the original Phantom of the Opera from the '60s, which was kind of hard to find, but I totally repainted that too. It was a mess when I got it.
how's the plastic on those old ones, on the original ones? Are they quality kits? Are they thinner plastic? Or I've never seen an original one. All I've seen is the remakes.
I mean, yeah, I mean they're pretty good. I mean, there's some of them they use different colored plastic. You know, like the Godzilla kit, they used a purplish color, or like like a purplish fuchsia or something like that. But the actual molding of the plastic. Now there's some guys that do resin kits that do that stuff too. They'll use different colors or mix them, make like a marbled color or something like that, which is kind of cool because it makes it unique. You know?
I ordered a Shockwaves bus from Gilman's Garage, and when it came, it was bright pink. So that was kind of funny. When I opened the box, like, oh, pink zombie, Nazi zombie. That's hilarious.
Those guys are awesome, Paul and Mark. Oh man, yeah. Because every time I go to Wonderfest, I always hunt those guys down. And, yeah, they're really cool to talk to and good guys to deal with too. You know, because I know Mark talked to him before. I want to commission him to do me a piece as well because Mark is fantastic. My end game is to make every scene that I liked from Salem's Lot, whether I got to do it myself or I get somebody to do it for me. But that's my main thing. But now I'm starting to do some stuff for like that Kojak kit I did for Joe. 3 more caskets I'm making. One for a gentleman in Connecticut, another one for a guy in Ireland, and then another one for myself. Because the original one I did have, I sold it to Joe. But
he's so excited about that. He's a child from the lot, just like you and I.
Yeah.
And I got a buddy. I got to give a quick shout out to my Instagram friend, Boogeyman Ben. Salem's Lot's his favorite movie.
Cool guy.
Yeah. What is it about Salem's Lot? It just hit at the right time.
I think it did because I can remember exactly the night when I was sitting there. I came from a big family of 6. We were farm kids and whatnot. And I'm sitting there. My brothers are gone. I had 3 older brothers and older sister and a younger sister. But my little sister was a baby, so it was just me, my mom, and dad. And we were sitting in the living room, quiet. So we're watching this, and then that scene with Ron Scribner, where Ralphie is. And he come up along like, what the? That scared the shit out of me. And then the part where Barlow, when he jumped up, when he was in there with Ned in the jail cell, and his head just went, I was like, well, when you're a kid, you're like, holy shit. And then I just appreciated it more as I got older because, the way Tobe Hooper did it was more the scare factor, It wasn't so much the all the blood and guts. Not that I'm against horror, like Jason and Michael and all that, but it's not. I guess I like the one, like what the hell's behind that door? What is that back there? You can't quite see it, but something there, and somebody's stupid and they're gonna go towards it. So, but I don't know. I like more suspenseful type stuff. But
for me, it was Ralphie and Mike Ryerson in the rocking chair. Like my older brother used to rile me up all the time. He's like, "Look at me, teacher." Like, you stop it.
You seen that one I did, right?
Yeah. I want everything you make. I want one of each. Right when you made the Ralphie Glick diorama, I'd seen it, and I was like, God, I really want one of those. And I never pursued it more than just seeing it and like, oh, that's rad to have. And then a guy, I can't even think of the guy's name now that sold it to me.
Oh, it's Brian.
But
Brian McGuire. Yep. Yeah, Brian's the one that actually sculpted that for me. Because I actually owned a mold for that. So if anybody ever wanted one,
to see it and then want it and then get it was just amazing. And then when it came, it was bigger than I thought it was. And then I was hooked from there. And the basement scene you did is incredible. With Ben and the steak.
Yeah. The Barlow that was in the coffin, Brian did that one too, actually. Because Brian sculpted me 3 different kits. He did a good job. He did the Barlow originally, which I have the very first one. I actually sold the mold to a friend of mine I don't know if you know Scott Kelly from Alternative Images. Yeah, if you want like anything that, especially like B related films, man, dude, he's got it all. He's got it everything. But kind of got off topic there. I was thinking about that, but
what else? What else? You did that. You've done the casket and the crate. Oh, the house.
Yep.
The house. Duh. How long did that take to do?
The house took me about 1.5 years. Of course, you got work and all that stuff. But I mean, most of it, the inner part of it's all foam core board. Just white foam core board, and then I bought all the planks for the. I think they're 4x12 of lap siding that you can buy, doll houses and stuff. Then I just glued it to that, cut all the pieces out, put that together. To age it, I used, I put like a black paint over the whole thing, like a charcoal gray. And then I put crackle paint over top of that, crackle. And then I put a lighter cover over that. And then it crackled all of it. And then I, dry brushed some of it and did a couple runs with some washes and stuff like that. But the biggest thing with the work on that thing was the groundwork for the. That's a lot of rocks, man. And that roof was a pain in the ass too, because not only did I have to cut out all those shingles to be the same, then I had to glue all of them on there too. And it.
Oh man.
I have my girlfriend that one a little bit.
Nice. The other thing that struck me was Tully's truck.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah, it's like almost perfect. Like, did they have a kit for that model of truck, or did you?
No, it was actually an old Revell Pepsi truck.
Pepsi truck.
Yeah, a Revell Pepsi model truck, but delivery truck. So yeah, I mean, because I tried looking. It was actually an old white truck, but I even looked into guys that had, that make their own resin trucks too, just like you do with resin figures. I couldn't find one, man. I was like, well, I guess I'll just start scouring and see what looks the most like it, this body style and stuff. And I found that. I'm like, that's going to have to work. I just, started fabricating my own ribbing and stuff for the, for the bed, and it's actually got lights in it and all that stuff too. But in fact, I've seen that Jeepers Creeper truck that Joe got too. That was pretty cool too. That guy did.
That is way cool.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think as far as Salem's lot. I did that coffin, that half coffin. I did that for some. Yeah. Well, I originally built that just specifically for taking the shows to see how I would do in different areas, because I like to go to model shows all over the place until COVID hit. Now it's just, I haven't really gone to anything. But yeah, I built that to see how I would do on getting, they got a section at Wonderfest called Best Prop. There's one guy there, he's really good, man. He's like really, really good. He built this like Freddy Krueger hand. It was like, let me see if I can get my hand. It was up like this, and I think it was like turning and shit, like on a revolving thing. And I don't know, he's built all kinds of cool, crazy stuff. I says, well, maybe I'll try my hand in the prop part and see how I did. So I thought, you know what, I'll build a partial casket with Barlow inside of it, and I'll paint him too.
It came out amazing.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I was pretty happy. It actually came out better than what I thought it was gonna. I don't have those pieces. Oh yeah, I do right here. Yeah, see the trim. I was like, man, I don't really want to make all that trim,
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but this is what I ended up using for the trim. So, of course, aging it and all that. All it is the styrofoam. Like a real thick, I don't know what kind of foam they call it, but,
right.
It's original trim for in the house and stuff. So, you seen the Barlow in a box I made, right?
Is that the one Joe bought?
No, I still have it. I did one as a prototype. I originally planned on making different ones. You could do like a Barlow in a box or a Wolfman in a box, like a Jack in a box. But
oh wow, yeah.
And then I'd do the outside of the box. Like if you're doing, say you're doing a mummy, and you wanted to make the outside of it like all cryptic and stuff with the Egyptian writings on it and all that. And then when he comes out,
Right. But, would make a good one of those be Gunter from Toby Hooper's The Funhouse.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
That'd be really cool.
I was going to do Fluffy coming out of the crate too. That's one of my other ones.
That's amazing. That would be great.
Yeah, because I already got the head and the hands, so that'd be pretty cool to do.
Nice. Yeah, that's Creepshow rules for sure. All of Tom Savini's works.
Oh yeah, I got his signature finally. I met him when I was at Chiller Monster Bash. Was it Monster Bash? No, it was Chiller. Yeah, it was Chiller.
Did you show him some of your work?
No, he was pretty busy, man. I take it back. I did show him some of it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. I actually met his partner, the guy that's running his place over there too. I can't think of his name. I met him at Wonderfest, but he's like one of the teachers that teaches how to do makeup art and stuff like that.
Yeah. The other big Barlow piece I have was made by a guy named Darren Holt, who went to Savini's effects school.
You get that lamp, don't you? That head with the lamp with the coffin. How much? I found the price on it. Like, woo, boy.
I was shocked when my wife said I could get it. So,
hey man, that's a good piece though. That's a great. Darren does good work. He does really good work.
Awesome. I was like, I can have this. Can I have the darkness one too? She's like, no. Because his darkness is rad. It's so cool.
Yeah, he does good work. I want to I've been trying to find different heads too. God, he's gonna kill me for forgetting his name, man. Because I got one. There's only 5 in existence, a full-size Barlow head that I got from Scott from Alternative Images, and then I got that one I just bought. I can't remember that guy's name either. I'll have to send you the info on it. I think he was on Etsy, but he's really good too, man. If you like full heads, that guy's pretty good. He's got some other stuff too. I'll try to send you a link on it.
Yeah,
that's what I got in the coffin right now that I painted up.
Don't feel too bad. I lose track of guys' names all the time. I look at too much stuff at once and I can't remember who, or I buy 3 things, 3 different people, and I can't remember who did what. So
that's what's funny. Is like when if it's a face, I never forget a face. It could be 20 years from now and I'd never forget them. But names, that's a different thing. That's why when I worked at the shop, is names and cars. I'd always say, hey, how's your 87 Buick doing? Or, how's your old Mustang? But I couldn't remember the name for the life of me.
Right.
But
what is your favorite piece that you've done?
You mean like overall, total?
Overall. I know it can be a tough question, especially with as many as you've done. It's like,
I'd have to say probably my favorite overall piece is probably Jack Nicholson bust.
Oh,
it is a quarter scale bust that I did that Mark Van Tine had done, and I took it to a bunch of shows. I did really well at the shows with it, and I don't know. Everything just kind of, how you do a piece and it just fits. Everything's perfect. If in your mind, when you're looking at it, you're thinking, man, this is exactly what I wanted it to look like. And,
right.
And it did. Well, I ended up selling it to a guy in California, so he bought it. So at least it's in another good home,
Right. Well, I feel like there's some sculpts that you start painting it, and it's almost like it paints itself. It just clicks so quickly. So weird. And then there's other ones that are like a drag to paint.
There's one that actually Brian McGuire had done. It's Edgar Allan Poe, and it was a nice sculpt. Dude, I had to paint that son of a bitch 5 times before I finally got the texture I wanted that I wanted. Instead of your airbrushing and stuff. Damn it! Then you go a little too thick on. I don't know what stuff you use, but I use pastels and all kinds of stuff. I chalks and dry brush and
I'm so intimidated by the dry brush or by the airbrushing or the air guns.
Biggest thing is, man, you're better off to bite the bullet and buy a good gun right off the bat because I tell you what, I've had the same one. I don't know how all the other guys feel about it. I've had the same one since I started. It's the Iwata CPS. Oh, there it is. Let me see. So that way I'm not lying to you. Yep. Eclipse. HPCS. The only thing I've ever had to do is change some tips and some needles in it, and that's it. Keeping it clean. But I haven't had to do anything to it. It does real fine lines, and it does, you can span it right out and like prime a whole figure if you want to. So
how do you go about starting using one of those?
Oh, it was a mess when I first started, man. I think they call it dual action because, I mean, you got to push down and pull back so you can control not only how hard it blows out, but I mean, you can go from like a little real thin line. You just got to practice a lot, man. Even with what I first did was I took like paper towel, a couple sheets, and I just have them, setting up or something. And I would practice on that before I started painting a certain part of the figure. Say like you're doing cuts in an arm or something, like on a muscle guy and you want to get in there. I would go ahead and just, go real fine on, and on the paper towel first until I got the flow that I wanted. And then I would start in with the figure and then build your way out from that. Some guys do it different. Some things I might do ass backwards, but it works for me. It's not the same for everybody,
Right.
I learned a lot of stuff from Saul Alvarez. I don't know. I'm sure you know Saul. You've heard of Saul Alvarez, I'm sure. Saul's helped me out a lot on a lot of different techniques, on help and stuff. So have a lot of the other guys, man. They've been fantastic. I mean, they kind of took me right under their wing, man, and guided me, and I picked it up quick.
Do you know Dan Jorgensen?
I probably would if I seen him, but his name doesn't sound familiar though.
He was one of the guys that did Kit Builder magazine back in the day, the 90s,
really?
Early 90s. Yeah.
See, but again, the thing is, that's where it sucks, man. I feel like I got robbed because I wish I really would have got into this hobby like way back when,
Right.
Who knows where I'd be now? I mean, I could have gotten into doing some cool stuff with somebody or something, or that would have been awesome. But nowadays, with all this damn CGI, and it's like kind of being it's a dead art anymore. Like zombies and all the prosthetics and all that stuff. I mean, hell, they can CGI something just as quick. I kind of see the sculptor's point too, but it's still sculpting. They got a ZBrush and stuff, right. So that's work too.
It's a huge downer when you see studios, they'll mess with everybody up to and including Rick Baker. When they went to do the Wolfman remake, they screwed over a lot of his stuff just putting CGI on it. Well, the Thing prequel, the work those guys did was amazing for it, and they just covered it all up.
Now, did you hear that shit about Salem's Lot? I mean, are they going to do it or not? That's the thing I heard. Now they pushed it back again. I think I heard it on Ben's channel, actually.
I don't know what they're going to do with it. I'm excited. I'd like to see a cool retelling, but I'm so partial to how Barlow looked in the miniseries. The Rob Lowe version, I learned to like it, but I didn't like it when it first came out.
There's a lot of good parts in it. I mean, they could have took it a lot further than what they did, but I'm not a big Rob Lowe fan either, so never have been.
Not really.
They could have picked somebody else and probably would have made it better by itself. But
well, what was cool was Rutger Hauer being Barlow, but I don't know. It just comes down to just another talker, another like Dracula type guy talking, and that's what Barlow's so cool. He's just like a complete fiend. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah. No. What made it even creepier is he didn't talk. Yeah. He just stare at you and stuff or want to eat you.
Right.
I'm gonna move out here real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out here real quick. I feel bad that you're sitting there. I'm not over there with some of my junk in the bed.
Oh, nice.
So nice. Yeah, I'm glad the wife lets me put my stuff up. I even got my He-Man figures up, my Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, all that stuff.
That's good.
Yeah, you got a nice setup in there.
I don't have very many of my old He-Man, but when they put out those retro figures again, I jumped on it because I missed them. I guess they did that in the late 90s, early 2000s. They put out figures that looked from the same molds, and I just walked right past it. I didn't even care. And then they did it again. I was like, I got to get them this time.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Yeah, I've been finding all the old original ones. In fact, I just bought me a Steve Austin, the old Bionic Man figure. I just got him recently, too.
I got some of those down there. I'm always on the lookout for a cheap Bigfoot.
Oh, man, yeah, that'd be cool. I didn't even know Andre the Giant was the one that played him first.
Yeah, it was him and Ted Cassidy, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, damn, you got the card and everything. Holy crap, that's awesome.
Well, these came out That might have been 10 years ago. It's when I was working at a comic book shop. We got a man. I grabbed him and Steve. It's like, if this is the only thing I can get, this is, probably the closest I'll get without spending a ton of money. That episode when I was a kid blew my mind.
Yeah, it was cool. It was super cool.
Him and the Venus probe.
Yeah, as far as collectibles, like stuff that I haven't made, I mean, I could show you stuff now real quick, or if you want to just wait and we'll send you pictures. Either way.
What's your favorite pieces you've collected, or do you have any grails that you're on the lookout for?
Well, as far as grails go, I mean, I want to find an original prop piece from the movie, and I know a couple people. And one of them was actually like film related type dude, and he's like, man, Warner Brothers is so uptight about their stuff, they don't throw shit away. He says, who knows, they might have recycled it and put it into something else, or but they don't like to throw their stuff away. I'm like, well, that sucks. I wanted something, damn it. But yeah, that's what I want, is like an original piece, anything, like, remember those cool canes Stryker had, and or like even one of the crates that they made or had there, or just anything that was original film related. That would be fantastic to have. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it or not. Can't never find nothing. Right. Sorry, I got my dog in here, man. He's a big old beast. Yeah, we rescued him. He's a good boy. He's a pit and a boxer mix.
Nice.
But he's a good boy. It's messed me up with this backwards on me. I can't get that thing to flip around.
Right. Oh,
here, let me. There's a new one that Mark just did not too long ago, and Mark Worthing is his name that's selling them. I'll have to look on there to find out what Mark's page is. I want to say, I'm not going to say it, because if I get it wrong, he's going to kill me. So this piece here is Russ Lukic that I found from a guy in Michigan, actually. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's even got Hooper's name on the back, see it? On the stone.
That is so cool.
Yeah, Russ does a good job. He did a full size head too, but I talked to him a couple times. He said he hasn't. He let me know when he's going to redo it. This is a mask I got from Dust Studios.
Nice.
I wore that at Chiller one year. Got all kinds of fun and games that I ran into. You remember Tony Orlando?
Yeah. Tony Orlando and Dawn.
Yeah, I ran into him on an elevator. We came out at the same time. He's like, hey, can I get a picture with you? And I'm like, sure. I'll have to send it to you. Yeah. This is one of my favorite pieces here. So Mark did this piece, and I put it together and painted it.
Oh, I love that one.
And it's got Mike and Ned in there inside.
Ned Tibbet.
Yeah. And then but it's got the matching box art that comes with it. Or not comes with it. I bought these separate. Guy does these up. And he did the poster too. So they're all the same pose.
Nice.
Yeah, I was pretty.
Where did you get that water flask? Yeah, that.
See how I made it? Just like on the show. It actually lights up inside, but the battery's dead.
Oh, that is awesome.
It's just an antique shop. My wife got me that pin. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's even got the Marston House in it, but it's hard to see. Sorry about the glare.
That's all right.
And then, well, here's a Evil Entities. Mike Ryerson, you see him?
Yep.
And then I think these are distinctive dummies. It's got Stryker and Barlow in it.
How much did that cost?
It was about $150. I think they're $600-700 now or some crazy shit.
Yeah, those things.
That
No, I
one?
got that. I have that Barlow.
You got that one?
Yeah, that's that Distinctive Dummies.
Yep. And then I had a guy do these 3D prints for me.
I think I saw them on Etsy.
Yep. I had him doing my design, and he sells them. He's from Michigan.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, here's my little rubber monster guy. I actually have him in a resin deal too. Remember those rubber monsters when we were kids?
Oh, for sure.
Like he's a, you know,
That's awesome.
here's the truck.
Oh, there's that truck.
Yeah. I got Ben Savage's autograph picture back there. And I got David Souls. And I got Lance Kerwin's.
Nice.
Oh, and I got Fred Willard's too. There's Fred before he died.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, here's the Barlow. Sorry about that.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Then I got the LP behind that. If you don't have one, man, you should get one. Them things are wild looking.
What is that?
It's the record. It's the Salem's Lot record.
Is that from Waxworks?
I think so.
Yeah, I have the Waxworks one.
Is it? Is it like yellow and blue color? Like a swirled marble? Yep. That's got to be it. Yeah, I'm glad I got that. And I found it. There's a Scream magazine. Some of those I collect. Video Watchdog. Oh, here's some 3D resin ones I got done. Check this guy out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that on Etsy as well?
No, one of the guys I know on Facebook just randomly texted me and said, "Hey, man, I like your stuff. I'm going to send you some Barlows I made, and
nice.
Change them up. Let me know." And then I said, "Yeah, dude, I'll give you a good plug on it. Heck yeah." That was awesome. There's another
That's
one.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yep. Here's my original Barlow. This used to be my kit. This is number 1 too.
I've seen those. Oh, how tall is he?
12 inches.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Yeah, he's 1/6 scale. Most of my stuff I try to do is 1/6. I like that scale. There you go. You know that guy.
So from Mark's, that was on Mark's wall?
Yep. In fact, I got a picture of him on Mark's wall. That's it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I painted him all up to make him look like him. Here's that scene.
Oh, wow.
That's the Glick Boys room right there.
Yeah.
Actually, Ralphie fell over. He's in there though. I think he fell now, and I moved this out here, and I forgot about it. Damn it. He's in there. There he is. There he is.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, the whole room. Yeah. Well, yeah, you already seen the coffin up there. That thing's freaking big too. Where is it? I can bring that down if you want to look at it, but
that casket is so cool.
Thanks, man. You like Supernatural? The show?
I've watched some of it.
I made this custom. The first blade, they call it.
Oh, nice.
And this whole thing lights up like coals, flickers and stuff. I got a little boo-boo right there I gotta fix, but then I made this up. It says Supernatural on it. I thought that was pretty neat. And then If you can't see stuff, Frankie, let me know, man, because I'm trying to. It's like ass backwards, and I don't know how to make this thing turn around. Remember him?
Oh, is that from Landis's Twilight Zone?
Yeah. Here's I hooked the switch up into it. I repair. This is nylon. See, like the stocking.
Oh, nice.
And there's a face that pushes out of it. So I hooked up a switch for it in here, and a sound card, and all that stuff, and changed a couple lights on it, and turned it pretty cool.
You're traveling to another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
That is gnarly.
Yeah, I had I put like pieces of hair on. Oh, hold on, so that's my wife coming in. Sorry about that. Hold on. My voice. Hey. But anyways, yeah, I made him look like he had mange and stuff on him. I don't know if you can see his hair. Like, oh, damn it, I can't see that. Oh, there it is. Like right in here and stuff.
That is so cool.
There was that was Dr. Caligari. It's Thomas Kuntz is his name, the guy that did it. If you ever want to see some crazy shit, that guy there is like a wizard. And that's no lie, man. Everything he does, he sculpts his own. All of his animatronics are like cogs and gears. There's no like electronics, I don't think. I think they run off of like a watch does. It's crazy. The guy's got some crazy stuff. But anyways, yeah, he's pretty cool. It's that light up here actually lights up. It didn't come that way. I recasted this. I got permission from him, of course, but I recasted this in clear and put a bulb inside of it, a flicker bulb, so you know it'd flicker and give it more character and stuff. So
yeah.
There's Liam Neeson I did from Taken. There's Peter Cushing.
Yeah. That's really cool.
This one I did not paint. This is my buddy Scott's. It's Flyboy.
On the dead zombie?
Yeah. He's pretty cool. Well, there's the whoops, Curse of the Werewolf. Right there.
That is so cool.
You ever heard of Casey Love? You know Casey Love, the artist? He did this guy right here. He's huge though, man. That thing's like 16 inches tall or something. It's big.
Cool.
There's a Glenn Strange Frankenstein I did. Nice. I don't know if you can see it. I try to do this texture to more like the different colors of greens, you know, and kind of like they did in the artwork.
That's really cool. Oh, Glenn Strange, he don't get enough appreciation.
No, he doesn't. No. There's this one here I did really well with at the IPMS shows. He got best sci-fi out in one of the shows in Ohio.
Nice.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. My wife wanted that, and I painted it up. And at first, I didn't really care for it too much, but after it got done, it was kind of cool. Here's The Walking Dead I did with Michonne. Actually, Brian sculpted these too.
Nice.
But I added all the extra stuff. It's got backpacks on the back, and the other bottom jaw is missing on that guy. And there's Hellboy I did. That's a Naren Hellboy too. I got it from a guy in England, and when I got it was all busted to shit, man. I was pretty upset about it. I had to fix it. You can't tell it now. It wasn't his fault, but it just, you know it is.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Bob.
Oh yeah, my wife saw that earlier and she just lost her shit. She think that was so awesome.
That's what won me this.
Oh, that's awesome in itself.
Show there, man. I was pretty happy about that. Surprised and happy. There's that Edgar Allan Poe I told you about. He turned out pretty cool though.
Oh, there's another one. There's another Poe where he's on a book. Is that right?
That's this one. Actually, I got the book. It's down below. I just put them up here for room.
Gotcha.
Yep. And,
I love Buffy.
Yeah. There's the Omen. That was old Kit Kong kit.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now, see, I do small stuff, Frank. I do, actually. I got one guy. Here's the Red Baron I did. I don't know if you can see him.
Oh, man. Was it 132 scale or smaller than that?
Yeah, something like that. I got the box around here somewhere. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to try something different, to see. I like doing small stuff too. It keeps me versatile. Trying to do it all. I like doing cartoons, and I don't give a shit what it is. I'll paint whatever. But horror is my main thing. There's a Wolfman guy. I don't know who did that. I'm not quite sure. He turned out pretty cool though.
That's a really cool sculpt.
Yep. There's the flute lady back there.
Yeah, that caught my eye too. Like they nailed it. That It remake, they nailed it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. This guy here is the one that won me a whole bunch of awards. Right there, that dude.
Nice.
This guy is pretty cool too. I can't remember what company it was, but I liked how that one turned out. Old Polar Lights Sleepy Hollow, and I got the alternate head, and it's got the Christopher Walken head.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's he called? Is he the Carpathian? Or what was his name?
Oh, I can't remember. I really can't remember.
Yeah, Nosferatu's rules.
I'm gonna try to turn them on, but I don't think it'll work.
Is that vampire from the Night Flyer?
This one? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Actually, Mark Van Tine did that one too.
I love Mark's stuff. His bases are so cool.
Yep, he does some good stuff. This one here is
the Wrightson kit.
Yep. I want to get another.
That's one of my grails.
Oh, yeah, I might have to end up going back to repainting this thing again because it's kind of a shitty paint job I did on that.
Oh, that's so cool.
There's a lot of work though, man. There's a lot of stuff. It's kind of a little dusty. Sorry.
For sure. That is so cool.
But this guy was fun. Well, that's one of Junior.
Oh, that's way bigger than I thought it was. I have one that it's very similar to that, but it's way smaller than that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, you can see my arm up there. Yeah, he's pretty big.
Jesus Christ. That's cool. That's like a 3rd scale.
Yep. And then I got some of the more old school stuff done. Well, this ain't old school, but these guys went out of business, I think, didn't they? Monarch, didn't they go out of business? I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm not sure. That's really cool though.
I built this whole thing to go around it. Is just the steps and him. But he turned out pretty cool. And then there's this old school one I did. Now, but mind, this is like my 2nd year into it when I was building. So forgive me for the not looking that great, but it
looks amazing. It looks amazing.
And then there's no Han Solo I did, small one.
Is he shooting first in that one?
Yeah, exactly. There's Godzilla. Yeah, I'm not sure how well, I can't see the camera that well, so sorry. I'm trying to get them, but I can't see.
Nah, that's all right.
There's oh, here's an original one right here. You want to know that Phantom? I'm not sure what color it is. I think it's just black. Yeah, the plastic's just black. This is 1963.
Oh wow!
I only got a couple of the originals, man. Them things are kind of pricey. You know what I mean? I mean, for what you're getting, it's like, damn. But
yeah, for sure.
There's the Bride, Dracula back there. There's those three guys.
That's awesome.
There's I don't know if you can see them or not. These are little super. Well, you can see how small these guys are. Can you see them?
Yeah.
They're like super tiny.
Who is that?
It's a mummy. They're just little gaming pieces I did.
Oh, nice.
But there's the mummy. There's a little Dracula dude, and the Reaper, and the Nosferatu, and a werewolf. These
nice.
ones in the back here are John Dennett. You know John Dennett, the sculptor?
Nope.
John's been in the business a long time, but hopefully you can see them back there, those three. He's got a whole series of those busts. Can you see? You might be getting backlight. I'm not sure if you can see them or not, but there's that one I did. I made it like
the
a fortune. Yeah, I made that whole box, and all it came with was just this. This is that right here.
Huh.
That's how the kit came. I made everything else. But, yeah. And then Lenny the shark back there. Only other things I got around me. I got this. I don't know if you can see the Freddy that I had done here, but
oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that Eric Draven too.
Yeah, I did that a long time ago. I actually did pretty decent at the show. It's kind of dirty up there. This is my overstash area, but just for this one, well, I just put this up here for a minute. This is actually a piece that my wife bought from Saul. The Phantom of the Opera. Cool. Did it in grayscale. Yeah, it turned out really nice. I gotta put that back on my shelf. I'm thinking about it.
What is your favorite part of the process when you go to do a kit? Is there building stuff from scratch? Is that your favorite, or?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you like? What do you like most about it?
I guess the thing I like most about doing scratch build is, I mean, you're basically, from A to B, from A to Z. I mean, you're doing the whole damn thing, like building a house. When you're doing a kit, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, because we all know. I mean, I've seen some kits that, they got the same exact kit as you do, and then when they paint it, like, whoa. You look at it like,
right.
You give them an A for effort for trying, but you're like, damn, dude. And I'm the type of guy too. I like going to model shows and competitions and stuff, but if I think my piece looks like shit, I'm not bringing it. I'm not gonna, they'll stay on the shelf.
Yeah,
it'll be just a personal thing that you want to, keep for yourself. But
right.
I don't know. I think the thing I'd like to do the most, like for a scene, is a scratch build for me would be the kitchen scene from Salem's Lot. All 4 of them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All 4 of them. Yeah, that'd be a lot of money, but it'd be awesome though to bring, have
Sure.
Barlow got, Lance by the neck, and Stryker standing by the door, and the priest still there with the cross. Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Especially if he's doing, like, with his head turned. He's like, face the master, throw away the cross. Remember, he says, well, you let the boy go. Remember when you let him go and he turned his head? Like, just before he let him go, if you look at that scene, he's got a hold of his throat yet. And he's turning and he's looking at him like, what are you going to do? I thought that scene would be awesome to do.
Sure.
But
Mark's parents with dents in their foreheads on the floor. That's another scene when I was a kid, it just scared me. The way he just grabbed his parents, and that was that. It's like, geez Louise. How'd he get in the house, though? Did he have to be invited, or too powerful?
That's what I always thought, that you had to be invited. Yeah, I mean, he just smashed us through the window like some thug.
He's a alpha vampire for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, you say like he grabbed the hold of that cross and just bent it and threw it on the ground. Is like, yeah, okay, he's kind of a badass then. But then David Soul comes in and he hardly fights him at all and kills him.
It was
could at least gouge an eye out or something,
Right. Well, wow, we're an hour in. Where can people see your work? Is it Instagram the best place, or Facebook?
Yep, Facebook, and sometimes I'll put, I throw videos on YouTube of after I've done them. Like I'll do a little, like I did with a house, and I did a few other videos too. I just some of them I'll make them like a little storyline thing, and then sometimes I just throw them on there just to, throw them on. But yeah, most times on Facebook, usually I usually post like, work in progress pictures. But lately with this stuff, after I finished up with Joe's, actually that's his gargantuan box up there. I don't know if you can see it with the black tape.
Yeah.
I think like 4 feet long. Yeah, that's all his stuff. I'll probably be sending that out tomorrow, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, he's pretty excited about it. He'll be glad. I think he's said something about taking it over to his brother's house or brother-in-law's or something. But
yeah, a lot of his stuff's in storage. He's super bummed out about it. I'm hoping him and his better half get that house that they're looking at. I understand that. I had a bunch of my stuff in storage, just opening up stuff. Had like wasp nests and Dracula's cape and all kinds of stuff. My sideshow figures were, it's like, son of a bitches.
Oh, I was gonna say, if I ever got a sideshow kit, I'd want to get that Darth Vader one, the one where he's holding the helmet, and he's standing on Mustafar. It must be a Mustafar. He's standing there, it's like glowing. You can see it glowing and shit. I mean, that was cool. But of course, I love Star Wars. What nerd doesn't?
Oh, for sure. Well, Al, thank you so much for doing this. This was a blast. I love you let me see your collection. Your work's amazing. I'm a huge fan, and hopefully down the road I can save enough shillings to buy something from you again.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, I'm easy peasy too. I mean, it's like a couple of the guys that I deal with, I let them do payments and stuff too, if it makes it easier. Because it makes it easier for me too, because it is doing. You do art stuff too, so I mean, it's not like you can just do the shit overnight. I mean, it takes time, and you got to figure. You got a life, you got work, you got A, B, C, D. I mean, so everybody's usually really cool about it. That's why I don't mind doing payments and don't have it up front either, because I know how it is. And it helps me out too, because I don't have to feel like I got to put the nose to the grindstone all the time, which I still feel like I am. But
right.
But,
well, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. I want to thank you so much, and
thanks for having me.
I'll have all your links and stuff in the description of the video when I post it, and hopefully drum you up some business, some of them other nerds out there.
Yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate it, and thanks for having me on.
All right, man. Take care. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.